Hey guys, this is Anna from Team Allius, and welcome to a very special episode of Judgment. This time around, we'll be taking a look into a new Android game called Out There, and instead of reviewing it, I'm joined here by Michael Peiffert, who's the game developer for Out There. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Now, I have to ask firstly, what is Out There?
So out there, it's a space exploration game, an adventure game. It's a mix between roguelike, resource management, and game books too. And there's no combat.
Oh, that's fantastic, especially since I'm sort of not a I'm sort of a non-combat gamer myself, so yeah, it's pretty good for me. um,
Yeah, because there is so much space games already with combat and space fighting lasers. So we wanted to make something different.
yeah. So, what were there any inspirations in making the game? Like,
So yeah, mostly our inspiration comes from very old games from the 80s,
mm-hmm.
like Captain Blood, Oregon Trail, and Elite.
Ah, yeah,
So yeah, they are very vintage games, but with small but funny mechanics.
yeah,
And yeah, we tried to put everything in the game, but at the beginning, the whole concept of the game, it was like just we wanted to offer an experience to the player, like to be an astronaut, a simple astronaut, and lost in space, and with just these engineering skills to survive. And we developed the mechanics from this simple idea.
okay. So, what influenced you to develop the game for mobile first?
Actually, I already made a game. It's called Space Disorder on iOS. So I know how to develop mobile games, and also I'm really interested to make mobile games because it offers different way of playing compared to PC or consoles. And since there was the iPhone, I was really interested in developing games for touch screens. And yeah, this game it's kind of relaxing. It depends, it depends, but you can play at your own pace. Um, so it's kind of turn by turn game, no real time, and it's perfect for a tablet game, which you can play on your sofa and you take your decisions. You really play at your own pace.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoyed playing it a lot. Yeah, so because the game is about exploration and survival and, you know, mechanics of the spaceship, was it hard trying to keep the game simple enough for, say, people who know a little about space?
We try to not overload the player with too much information at once, because a lot of space games, there are a lot strategy games. It's common to have a lot of statistics and in all over the place. So we got rid of all superfluous statistics and information, and we let the player discover the mechanics like step by step, very slowly. So when you don't understand what's this technology or what's this, you just have to touch this element and you have more information.
Mm.
So you really discover the game step by step.
Okay. Yeah, so when I first started playing, I didn't expect it to be full of possibilities in terms of like where you can take yourself through like space to survive. Yeah, I've actually played the game so many times. So was it challenging trying to keep the game fresh so that every time you start a new game, it's like you're discovering different experiences each time?
So from the very beginning of the design, process, we wanted to make a game with a lot of replayability. So we made the galaxy procedurally generated. So each time you start a game, the galaxy is different. The systems you travel to and you explore are different. The planets as well. And we made like 300 unique events, like story written.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like like game books.
Yeah, yeah.
So some of this story are just like thought from the astronaut is thinking about his condition and to add to the atmosphere. Some of them you have different choices. So depending on your choice, you have different consequences. And even the consequences, sometimes they are randomly generated. So that's why the game is always fresh and different at every game you start.
Yeah. Okay, now of course the aliens, they've got a very interesting language. Was there much thought into developing the language, or did you just smash the keyboard and then assigned words to it?
So Peiffert, the game designer and writer, he has studied famous alien language. For example, in Star Wars, they designed an alien language from Tagalog, which is how to say a local language from Philippines.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so we created an alien-looking string of letters. It's very long, and each time you start a new game, we create a dictionary from this string. So the words are composed of 1, 2, or 3 syllabs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, well, you said like the language is sort of taken from Tagalog, the Philippines. It's coincidence because I'm actually Filipino, so
yeah.
yeah. So Siddhartha, of course, who composed the music for Antichamber and the Stanley Parable, also composed the soundtrack for Out There. So what made you decide to choose him as the composer for Out There?
Actually, we didn't choose him. He came to us.
Oh wow!
So he has. You watched the first trailer we made last year.
Mm-hmm.
And he really liked it, the atmosphere and the graphics and the whole concept. So he sent me an email and saying, I want to make the music for this game, but I didn't know him at the time.
Yeah.
So I checked his website and I discovered he made the music for Antichamber.
Yeah.
I was like, and I really like it, the atmosphere in this game. So I responded immediately. I say, okay, make the music for our game. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Okay, so last but not least, this is kind of a personal question. If you had to choose one, what's your favorite thing about Out There, or what was the most interesting thing to work on?
So yeah, my favorite thing is that first that we made a game without a space game without any combat, and but you can have great impact on the universe. For example, you can turn a star into a black hole.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you discover the technology. And you can even use those black holes to make big jumps across the galaxy to reach very far stars, stars. And you can even terraform planets to create life. So you don't fight against spaceships and stuff, but you transform the galaxy. Your actions really have a great impact on the galaxy, which I think is very interesting and kind of epic.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I had such an amazing time playing this game. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Michael, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you as well.
And guys, check out there, which is available to pre-order on Android right now. I'll put a link to where you can pre-order it in the description below. It's only $3.99 US, is it?
Yes, US.
Yeah, US, and that will give you access to the beta, the game's soundtrack, and of course the full game once it's released. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like or favorite if you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe if you want to see more from Team Allius, and I'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.